Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, aka your friendly neighborhood spoiler man, and this video, there's gonna be carnage. And terrible jokes. There's been a whole host of new updates surrounding the upcoming Venom sequel, and this video we're going to be breaking them down and giving our thoughts on them. There will be heavy spoilers here, so if you don't want anything potentially ruined about the movie, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the film, and please drop a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into our breakdown of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Okay, so Venom 2 was initially scheduled to release October the 2nd this year, but the film has now been pushed back to June 25th, 2021. The upcoming Matt Reeves Batman movie was originally supposed to release on that date, however, due to delays in filming, it's been pushed back to October 2021, and Sony have now swept in and taken the spot. We'll discuss why this may be in more detail as we get into the plot leaks, but it was of course disappointing for fans who were actually expecting a trailer this month. Initially, there was hope that the film was not going to be delayed, as Morbius was rolled back at the end of March and Venom 2 didn't go with it. To add fuel to the fire, a ton of fake information started hitting the web about the release of the trailer, including an image that was apparently posted by Andy Serkis. This was then apparently deleted, but it picked up a lot of coverage last week because most news outlets are ignoring their spider sense right now, and though it seemed faker than Woody Harrelson's wig, it did end up making the rounds. I think this kind of forced Sony to step in and make an announcement, as all of their videos were getting bombarded with "release the Venom trailer" comments, and they announced the film's full title all whilst pushing it back. So we now know that the movie will be officially called Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This kind of killed me deep down a bit, because on Twitter for about the last 2 months, I've been joking that the movie would be called Venom, there's gonna be Carnage, and I just can't. Honestly, I really don't like the title, and I wish they'd gone with just calling it Maximum Carnage. It has a lot more weight to it, ties back to so many properties, and it's not like studios don't name things after big releases such as Days of Future Past and Age of Ultron. It might grow on me, but at the moment I feel like Tom Hardy with Venom at the start of the movie, because he didn't like it, but it grew on him. Anyway, this of course means that the trailer will be pushed back, and though the film officially wrapped on the 13th of Feb, it is too early to start promoting it. Now, I know that this is a point that will get disputed in the comments below, but a survey was compiled a couple of years ago that looked at trailer release dates from the year 2000 all the way to 2016. They found that the majority of films didn't drop their first trailer until the studio was 6 months within the release window, and only 4 to 5% of movies released their first trailer over a year before the film's release. The year mark was actually even lower than that, so yeah, it doesn't seem likely that we'll be seeing it anytime soon. Going off all of this information, we will probably get the first trailer in January 2021, so don't hold your breath. Now onto the plot leaks. We kinda have to discuss the Morbius leaks in order to add context to this, so if you don't want that ruined, then you better hope you're in the dead side of Thanos' snap right now and get dusted out of here. Anyway, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around, and it's rumoured that in the film, Morbius will go to jail, and it's here that he'll come face to face with the Vulture and Scorpion. Morbius causes a prison riot in order to escape, and during this, Vulture, Scorpion, and Cletus Cassidy all make it out. It's at this point that Vulture tells Morbius he's forming a team and asks if he wants to get involved. I did believe these leaks to be real, and then when Morbius got pushed back and the Venom sequel didn't, I started questioning it as it ruined the chronology of the events. However, with Venom 2 now being pushed back, it does in my mind realign the leaks, and it seems more likely that this will happen, allowing Cletus to escape. As for Venom 2, these are leaks that we've managed to collate from a number of sources including Reddit, 4chan and HN Entertainment. They said that the film showcases some of Carnage's time in prison, in which he was alongside Frances Louise Barrison, aka Shriek. Shriek is being confirmed for the film, and she's being played by Naomi Harris. Cletus doesn't have the symbiote at the start of the movie, and it's thought to be set before the events of Morbius. We watch as he builds a relationship with Shriek, and then get a flash forward to the prison escape in Morbius, which leaves him out in the big bad world. According to the leaks, the villain's violent past as a child is going to be heavily explored in the film, and we'll see this through the eyes of the investigation carried out by Eddie Brock. Tom Hardy did initially post the remains of an orphanage on Twitter, and though the photo has now been removed, we can confirm its legitimacy through sites like comicbook.com reporting on its existence. So we do now know that Cletus's origin story will be discovered. For those that don't know, in the comics, Cassidy was a deeply disturbed individual and a complete homicidal maniac that took pleasure in causing death. As a child, Cassidy, similar to most serial killers, tortured several animals before moving on to people. It's suspected that his mental conditions were caused by his father, who brutally beat his mother in front of him. Whatever the case, Cletus had a very messed up childhood that led him further down a dark path. He killed his grandmother by pushing her down a flight of steps, and he also tried to kill his mother by electrocuting her. This was done by throwing a hairdryer into her bath, and naturally, she didn't take it too well. She tried to kill Cassidy herself, but he managed to survive, and then she was apparently killed by Cletus's father, though it may have been the boy. Either way, he was sent to St. Esther's Home for Boys, which was an orphanage. Here he was mocked by staff and children because of his antisocial behaviour. He pushed a girl who rejected him in front of a bus, and in the end, burned down the orphanage. Brock will apparently unearth all of this when looking into Cassidy, and after some investigation, he'll uncover that 12 deaths were caused by the villain. These were unknown, and they add more to the character's hefty body count. It is thought that when Brock interviewed Cletus in the prior movie, that he received a little hint that would lead him to the orphanage, and after exposing these victims, Cassidy will try and hunt him down in order to stop the news getting out. During this, Cassidy gets infected with Carnage, which is of course a spawn of Venom. We also learn that Riot isn't dead, and together they help infect Shriek. Cassidy's insanity begins to infect Carnage, and it slowly becomes just as twisted as he is. Riot alerts the other symbiotes on his home planet that there are people on Earth to feed upon, and they arrive on Earth, but due to Carnage now being corrupted, it becomes cannibalistic and it begins to feed upon them. This is similar to how Riot absorbed Venom in the first film, and it's apparently what we will see when the symbiotes reach the planet. Carnage will absorb them all and become stronger because of it, and we will get the giant Carnage from the comics. Carnage doesn't absorb Riot or Shriek, and instead he plays it cool and pretends to be their ally so that they'll help to fight Venom. He does become their leader, and they all team up against the protagonist. This is where Venom supposedly reaches out to Spider-Man, and they too form a team in order to defeat the symbiotes. This is a part of the plot leaks that I'm a bit unsure upon, as we know Marvel are precious over their universe, and currently the connections to the MCU only seem to be going one way. However, to add some weight to it, Tom Hardy did post a photo to his Instagram yesterday of Venom eating Spider-Man, but this was quickly deleted. Luckily, we managed to get a video of this, so it's not like the made up Andy Serkis thing, and it was indeed online. I actually managed to see it myself in between liking photos of Tom Hardy topless. Anyway, after the battle, Venom is about to kill Cassidy, but Spider-Man stops him, and Venom then turns on the hero. This starts their cinematic feud, and the film is meant to end by setting up a Venom vs Spider-Man film. And that's all of the leaks that we could find that seem to be like they had at least some credibility to them. Take them with a pinch of salt, as you never really know with leaks if they're real or not, but as the film was close to completion rather than at the planning stages, it does add more weight. The plot kind of sounds a bit all over the place at some point, but with comic book movies, you never know how the execution will be. I actually really liked the first Venom movie, and we have seen in the past with things like Endgame that the leaks seem like they're a mess, and then they come together for a great film. I'm a bit gutted that it got delayed, and so far there's pretty much no comic book movies outside of Black Widow and Wonder Woman 84 to look forward to for the rest of the year. Oh well, 2021 is going to be crazy. I just hope we live that long and all the films don't get overshadowed due to how many there's going to be. Anyway, whether these leaks are true or not, we do know one thing, and that is, there's gonna be carnage. And yeah, ruined another video. Now obviously I'd love to hear your thoughts on the title, the leaks, and if you're still excited for the film. Comment below and let me know, and if you enjoy this video, you know what to do, yeah? Just hit the little thumbs up button. And make sure you check out a breakdown of some of the insane details in Spider-Man Far From Home that we noticed. It's definitely worth checking out if you love Marvel, and if you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. We appreciate it massively, and you get access to content early. If you want to come chat to us after the show, either follow us at Definition NYT or click the Discord link in the description below. Every month we give away free movies to people who are subscribed to the channel, and this month you can win the Marvel Phase 3 Part 1 box set, and all you have to do is comment on a video and make sure you sub with notifications on. The more videos you comment on, the more you have a chance of winning, so make sure you get involved. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of May and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.